Hello everybody and welcome back to another video.
Oh, okay. One of them's a liar. So now someone's ringing the doorbell. Who is it?
Now today in this video I'll be doing a what's on my shelf tour. Now a lot of time when I'm on live and I'll be sat here people are like, oh my god, you got the Twilight books. People are like, oh, what's on the shelf behind you? Oh, have you read all the books? What is the books on there? So here's a full video for you and you'll get to see every single item on the shelf. The shelf is 1, 2, 3, 4 shelving. So we'll start from the top and we'll work our way bottom. Oh, I think we'll start at the bottom and work our way to the top. That's what I think we'll do. And this is going to be like a new series, What's on My Shelf, Part 1. Let's get straight with the video and let's get started. So starting at the bottom of the shelf here. Starting at the bottom of the shelf here, we have the Family Guy DVDs. Now, I did have all the Family Guy DVDs on there. I just decided to take them off. So here we have Season 12 Family Guy. We have Season 11 Family Guy. Season 10, 9, and 14. So here's Season 10, 9, and 14. And then we just have Season 6 and a bit of Season 7 right next to it. So that is that part of there. Up next we have is the Stranger book. That is from the hit Netflix show The Stranger. Such a good book. I definitely recommend. You should definitely read it. Up next we have is If This Gets Out. And I've not actually read this before, but it says Ruben and Zach are two members of Saturday, one of the world's biggest boy bands. Teen heart throbs in front of camera. They're also best friends backstage. This is like a romance. I think they're secretly in love between these two boys. I've not read this, but apparently it's a really good book, so I did end up buying it. Next up we have is this Spider-Man book here. This is Spider-Man Anubis by Jim Butcher, The Darkest Hour. And this has 3 different Spider-Man books inside, so I definitely recommend if you are a Spider-Man fan to pick this book up. I got this from Waterstones and it was £9.99, and there was also like a bunch of other stuff there as well. Now this is one that people comment on quite a lot, is the It book here. This is a very, very big book. Let me just take a sip of tea. This is a very, very, very big book. Like, it's very big. Now this cost me about £10.99, I think. Yeah, £10.99. And this is It 1 and It 2, and it's by Stephen King. And that sits on the shelf as well. But it's a very big book. I've never actually read this, but one day I think I will sit down and I will read this book. Coming to the end of the shelf, we have the Twilight series. Loads of people always comment on this and like, oh my god, you got the Twilight series. And I'm like, yes. So up first on this end, we have Twilight. That is the first book in the collection. Then we have, I don't know if these are in order actually. Then we have, okay, no, then it's New Moon. Then it's Eclipse. Then it's Breaking Dawn, which is here. And then we have the newest one, which is Midnight Sun. So that is all of the stuff on the shelf. Let me just go put it all back. I've just put everything back there. Now it's time for the second shelf right here. Let me go grab all the stuff down and then I will show you them all. So starting off from this end, we have, I normally keep some Vaseline up there for my dried lips. I can just quickly take it down. So yeah, I keep some Vaseline up on the shelf as well. But first off, we have is 101 Things That Pissed Me Off by Rachel Ballinger. If you don't know who Rachel Ballinger is, she's a YouTuber and she released this book called The 101 Things That Pissed Me Off. And we got this off Amazon. It was quite cheap actually. And then next up we have is the Miranda Sings self-help book. And I also got this off Amazon recently as well. I love Colleen Ballinger, so I decided to buy her book. I'm definitely going to buy the other one eventually soon. Up next on there we have is the One of Us Is Lying set of books. One of Us Is Lying set book by Karen McCannis, I think her name is. We have One of Us Is Lying. It has the Netflix sticker on there as well. One of Us Is Lying. One of Us Is Next. Two Can Keep a Secret. And The Cousins. I still need to do This Will Be the Death of Us. I need to buy that one. So definitely I'll be buying that. Next we also have, and then we have, I thought this was with the set as well, but it's called, this is by Cara Thomas. And 5 girls lied, 5 girls died. It's called The Cheerleaders. So definitely, yeah, I bought this one because I thought it was in the set and I was going to buy the whole set, but I ended up buying this. And up next we have They Both Die in the End. I've heard this book is really good, so I decided to purchase this book. I'm going to be buying some more of this author's book after when I've read this, because apparently this is really good. And then up next we have is the One of Us is Lying again, but this is a different cover to the first one. I love books, but I also love covers as well, like what's on the front. So this is the cover of the cast edition, so this is a Netflix edition, and this is a normal edition. So this is the first one and this is the second one, and I bought them both. Let me just throw all these back up onto the shelf, and then we'll go to the third shelf. That's the fourth. So I've just popped them back on the shelf. Now we're going to move up to the third shelf here. I'm just going to grab everything down, and we're going to show you everything which is on that shelf, and there is a lot of things on there. So I've just brought all the books down, and we have quite a lot of books on there, but we're going to start with this end and we'll work our way down. So this is some of the books I've bought from, the first book I got is The Tattoos of Outswitch. I've heard this book is it's a good book apparently to read. So I decided to buy this. I've not read it yet, but I will be reading this very soon. Maybe I'll take it when I go on a train or something to sit and read. I think it'll be really good to read, so. Or I might start reading it today. Maybe I might read today. Up next we have is The Kissing Booth 3. I actually don't have the other two, but I do need to get them. Obviously this was in a half price section, so I obviously got this for half price in the book set, because I was like, you know what, I'll buy it, but I do need to buy the other Kissing Booth books. Up next we have is Love, Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertol, but here it is. Then we have The Upside. Wait, so is Simon versus, is that the same as this book maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna have to read it. I have to read the other one. I also got this from Waterstones as well, which is Dear Evan Hansen. This is the novel of Dear Evan Hansen. I think it's a movie. Yeah. So I also need to read this. I like Dear Evan Hansen, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna buy that book. Up next we have is one of my favourite Netflix shows of ever. We have 13 Reasons Why. I've actually read this book before, and what I love about this book is they have a little photo section bit inside as well of the Netflix TV show. So yeah, it's really cool inside. So this is a cool book, but you can also get it with a different cover as well if you didn't want a Netflix, but it's definitely a good book. I do recommend you read it. Up next is we have all of the Riverdale books. Now, if you didn't already know, Riverdale do have 5 books out at the moment. Obviously, it's going to be 7 seasons, so I think there could be a 6 books coming out. But here we have is Riverdale Get Out of Town. Is that the first book? No, it's not. This is the first book. It's called Riverdale The Day Before. This is the first book you can buy. Then I think this is the second book, The Maple Murders. I think this is the second one. Then it's Get Out of Town. Then we have Death of a Cheerleader, and then we have The Poison Pen. But there's 5 Riverdale books. I can't remember which order they go in, but if you're a fan of Riverdale, I recommend these. I don't know if there's going to be a 6th book. I'll have to Google it. You know what? We'll Google it right now. I don't know if there's going to be a 6th book. Google said nothing. Next up, we also have is another Netflix series, which is so good. We have is the You book. So we have number 1 here. We've got number 2, and then we have number 3. So this is the 3 seasons of You, and obviously there will be a 3rd book as well. So we've got You, Love Me, Hidden Bodies, You, season 2, and there's also just You. So I definitely recommend, if you are a fan of the show, to buy these books. Amazing, awesome, and you get to see Joe on the cover of them, so that's great. Up next we have this is where you're moving into my Christmas territories, and where you get, so that's Christmas. We'll do the Christmas ones in a minute. So this is called The House in the Woods. Here we go here, The House in the Woods. This was a book I just picked up because it looked really interesting. I got it from Asda. So The House in the Woods, I just thought it was really interesting. I also picked these books up as well because I'm a massive fan of Harry Potter. We have The Tales of Beedle the Bard here. And then we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And we also have Quidditch Through the Ages. So we have the 3 Harry Potter books right there. Moving on to the Christmas. Last year I got quite a ton of Christmas books. Not for Christmas, just at Christmas in general. So someone didn't buy them for me for Christmas, so I just got them for Christmas. First off, we have The Night I Met Father Christmas. This is by Ben Miller. And then we also have A Boy Called Christmas. This is from the Sky original film, The Boy Called Christmas. So yeah, I definitely recommend this book here if you're a big fan of like Christmas books. And then we also have this is by Tom Fletcher, The Christmasaurus. Because I read The Christmas Pig and I was like, that's really good, and people recommended me The Christmasaurus and thought it was really good. Then we got The Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch, which is the second book, and that is all the books from that shelf, everybody. So we're just going to pop these back up there, and then I'm going to get the final and fourth shelf down for you all so we can all look at the fourth book. Okay, so now I've got the third shelf down, and I'm just going to show you what is on the top of the shelf here. So first off we have is Bimmity Bomb Boulash autobiography. This is the first book on there. Then next up we have is the Lawrence Chaney, the Drag Queen of Scots on there. I'm actually, how many pages? Okay, I'm not very through this, but I do need to read a bit of more of this. And then we have the RuPaul's Drag Race UK annual. So it's like season 1, 2 and 3, 2 series 3, the official companion. So hopefully I do one for season 4 and I'll be buying that one. And then we have the third book of the series, Tom Fletcher, The Christmasaurus and the Naughty List up there. That is that one. Moving on, we have is Stephen King's Desperation. This is a very big book here, but I got this off my granddad ages ago. This is another Stephen King book. It's absolutely massive and it's so big for people to read this. So it'll probably take you a while to read, but apparently it's a really good book. So we have it there. Then we have is the Idols of Kpop book. It's got like BTS in it. It's got, who else is in here? I think it's Blackpink's in here as well. Got Seven is in here. There's just a lot of people for this. I think I got this from HMV actually. Up next we have obviously is The Christmas Pig. The Christmas Pig by J.K. Rowling. She wrote this book. I got this last year. It cost me £10, but it's such a good book. I definitely recommend reading it. Then we have is the Ben Miller. Ben Miller also wrote this book here, which up there is Madame Make Father Christmas. And then we have The Diary of a Christmas Elf. I just thought, you know what? It'll be a nice read, a little read, like if you want to get into Christmas spirit. So I bought that. Then we have, this is from Pound actually. It goes Ophelia and the Marvellous Boy. This is what that's called. And it says, in which young Ophelia rescues a magical boy, battles the Snow Queen and saves the world. It was a pound from Poundland. I was like, you know what, it looks nice, so I bought that book. Up next we have is, this is all like, oh, and this, we'll do the final 2 books and we'll get on to like all the other stuff there. We also have the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Souvenir guidebook from the Castle. I bought that from the website. So I was like, you know what, I love I'm a Celebrity. Purchase this. It's very cool, pretty sick. That's what I did. And then we also have is from Netflix. I've got not a lot of Netflix stuff. Up there we have is the coming soon, a Fair Street movie. We have Fair Street. R.L. Stein wrote this. And I'm pretty sure it has all of the movies in this book. So if you want to read Fair Street, it's on here. Then we have is the DVDs, and we just got one Funko Pop, which I'm going to show you. This is from Stranger Things. This is Tom Bruce Monster here, which sits at the top of them. So we have that right there. Then we have is, we got some Scooby-Doo movies. We've got Scooby-Doo, The Legend of the Vampire. We have Scooby-Doo and the Witch Ghost. And then we also have Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invasion. I got these like quite a while ago. Like I wanted to watch Scooby-Doo, so I bought the DVDs and I bought a DVD player. A bunch of DVDs here, which I got from Poundland or just got very, very cheap from Asda. Like we do Asda do like these DVDs for £1, £2. But yeah, we have The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. That was for a TikTok that I will be doing. So we have that. Then we also have Ice Age 4, and we have Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda 3. These are literally all in the their casings as well. We have Romeo and Juliet. We have Madagascar 2. We have Over the Hedge, which I probably bought from, I don't know when I bought this. But then we also have Jumanji as well, which I bought from Asda. And that is everything on that top shelf, everybody. I hope you got like a new little insight of what's on the shelf, and all the answers have been answered. All the questions have been answered. What's on the shelf? That's what's on the shelf, everybody. We are going to do like a second video because we've got another shelf over there that we're also doing. We can also do like what's on my desk. So yeah, this is only the first part of what's on my shelf. There'll be another part up there, and then there possibly might be a what's on my desk / shelf, which is the third part. I do want to say thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time for a brand new video. Bye bye, everyone.
Oh, okay. One of them's a liar. So now someone's ringing the doorbell. Who is it?